Welcome back, dear students. Today you are going to learn a new poem, that is Daffodil. What is meant by daffodil? Well, daffodil is the name of flower that you are having on your screen. Isn't it a beautiful flower? Yes, it is. It's a pretty flower. Let us know about the poet of the poem. This poem is written by the British poet William Wordsworth, who was born in 1770 and passed away in 1850. He was deeply influenced by the beauty of nature, and that's why he is famous as nature poet. He composed many poems on scenic beauty. Daffodil is one of the greatest poems from his collection. Let's try to understand the theme of the poem. The theme of the poem is nature and the impact of its captivating beauty on human being. Poet encounters with the majestic daffodil in the field beside the lake. He expresses his thoughts about daffodils through his poem. Now let us have a warm-up activity. Unscramble these words related to the type of landscape. Well, scrambled means completely in disorder and unscrambled means to bring in proper order. So here we have to write letters in proper order to have words related to landscape. The letters which are scrambled in the first group of words are S, H, L, L, I, and after unscrambling it we can have H, I, L, L, S, which is related to landscape. Let's see second group of letters. It has S, H, O, R, E, S, E, A, and after unscrambling it we can have S, E, A, S, H, O, R, E, seashore. It is also a landscape. The next group of words contain L, A, V, L, E, Y, and after unscrambling it we can have V, A, L, L, E, Y, valley. The last group of words in this activity is having scrambled words like R, E, D, S, E, T, and after unscrambling it we can have D, E, S, E, R, T, desert. These are all the examples of landscape. Well, have you ever been to any above? Do you have any experience of living on these landscape? Any one of it? So you have to write in your notebook about your experience. Now let us sing the poem. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over wells and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, besides the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretch in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Now let us see stanza-wise explanation. First stanza we will read again. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over wells and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. We will see the meaning of the words first. Wandered means to move without specified direction. Float. Float means to move slowly on water or in the air. Then wells. Wells means valley. Crowd means large number of people, but in this poem here it is used for the great number of daffodils, the flowers. Host means one who receives guests, but here host is used to daffodils. Well, wells is an old English word. Wells means valley. Fluttering means moving slowly. So here poet is in the midst of the nature. Well, midst means here at the center of the nature, and he expresses his feeling about its beauty. In the first line of the poem, poet compares himself as a cloud which is moving lonely high over wells and hills. Well, over which used here is an old English word which is used by the poet. While moving, suddenly he saw at once a crowd of golden daffodils. Well, poet compares daffodils here as a crowd which expresses great number. He also compares daffodils as host, which is ready to receive and entertain him. He saw them beside the lake under the trees. They were fluttering. Well, fluttering means moving and dancing in the breeze. Let's see the next stanza. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretch in never-ending line along the margin of bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Let us see the words. Milky Way. Well, this is a galaxy in which our Earth is located. We can see many galaxies at night in sky. It has numerous stars which twinkles continuously. Then glance means to look quickly. Tossing means moving side by side, and sprightly means lively. So here poet says that these golden daffodils were continuously shining and twinkling like the stars which twinkle or shine in the Milky Way in the sky. Further he says that these golden daffodils were stretched in never-ending line. Means there were many daffodils along the margin of the bay. Well, margin means edge, or we can say the seashore of the bay. Bay, you know very well, bay is a water body like sea. A Bay of Bengal we have in our country. So poet saw twinkling, shining golden daffodils which have never end along with the margin of bay. Further poet says that he saw 10,000 at one look only. Well, poet used here hyperbole, which is exaggerated statement which is unbelievable. Many times our parents also say that thousands of times I told you. It means this is not possible to say thousands of times, but still people say it is kind of hyperbole. Hyperbole is a figure of speech. So here poet says that he saw 10,000 at one look. They were moving side by side and were dancing lively. Their dance was live. He could see live dance of these daffodils. Let's move on next stanza. The waves beside them dance, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. Let us see the new words in this stanza. Glee means great happiness or delight, especially due to another's misfortune. Gay means happy or joyful. Jocund means also happy and cheerful. Gaze means to stare at something for long time or to look at something for long time. Now let us see the explanation. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. Here poet says that as daffodils were dancing, the waves were also dancing beside them, but by the comparison of poet, they, which refers to daffodils, outdid the sparkling waves in glee. Outdid means here to excel or to go beyond in performance. So, by seeing both performance, poet realized that daffodils' performance went beyond the performance of the waves in glee. Glee means in a great happiness. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. Here poet wants to say, how could he be remain silent in such a jocund? Jocund means happy and cheerful. In such a cheerful company, he couldn't be silent. He also enjoyed and became gay. Gay means happy, joyful. Let's see the next lines. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. In these lines, poet wants to say that he hardly had a little thought in his mind when he gazed. Gaze means stared at something or to look at something for a long time. So here, poet says that he hardly had thought in his mind that what wealth or what valuable things the show had brought for him at the time. He just enjoyed and did not have the importance or the value of that scene that show had brought to him. Then when did he realize the importance or the value of the show? It is mentioned in the next stanza. Let's see it. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Look at the new words first. Oft is an old English word which is used for often. Couch means a comfortable bed or comfortable furniture. Vacant means empty. Pensive means thoughtful. Inward eyes, here it means imagination. Bliss means extreme happiness and solitude means here loneliness. So in this last stanza, poet wants to say, as often he lie on the bed in his free time or in his pensive mood, pensive means thoughtful mood, they flash upon that inward eye. Here poet used they for the daffodils which flash upon, which recalled him in his inward eye. Inward eye means here imagination. In his imagination, he saw the daffodils many times when he was thinking by lying on the bed. And that time his heart was filled with pleasure and he also dances with the daffodils. So students, we will stop here. We will learn poetic devices of this poem in the next video. Till then, stay tuned with me. Thank you.